do it. It's just gonna.
Oh yeah, you have to now.
Yeah.
Justice is already
We're
leaving a
starting a podcast.
Woo.
Deal with it.
Oh my God!
Kick out!
What the hell is this? Oh God!
Oh my! Push! Canceler!
Unbelievable!
Has been an absolutely brutal display.
Oh my God!
That was freaking insane!
Make yourself famous!
Talk about a high-risk maneuver.
What? The new champion!
BCW Trouble in Paris 2022 ended, or one of the shows that ended the UCT return week, and it was a banger of a show. I am Craig Stacy, joined as always by the Wigman Max Mercury. Welcome to the UCT Live podcast. Today, obviously, you couldn't tell, we're talking about BCW Trouble in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
The show of the week.
Definitely the best show for me. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm even at list of people who shows that this was better than and was the best overall show throughout the entire week. So
I would say it definitely had the best match of the week as well.
yes, for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, that main was well deserving of it as well. So
Either that or everybody was gonna riot.
you never know. Like there are some decisions when it comes to 5 stars that are like everybody like looks at that match and they go, yeah, that's a 5-star. Or like everybody but one person looks at it. And
yeah, but everybody was like, we will burn your house down if you do not give this match a 5-star. We will find you, we will hunt you down, we will kill you. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah. I'm probably exaggerating, but it's around those lines of where it's like my life is in danger if I don't give it a 5-star.
My God. They're gonna fly to where you live, gun to your head, put it in chat.
I will say it was like the fastest decision to give a match of 5 stars.
Yeah. Like came back 20 minutes later or something after the show ended. But yeah, this was great. Really great stuff from Justice. All of his shows lately have been great. This is definitely.
I think this is the third show in a row that I've given a 5-star rating from Justice.
That's pretty crazy. Deserving of it.
Oh, 100%.
So yeah, let's get into it. The first match was Devon versus Trayvon Cole. Overall, this was fine. This was a good match. I thought the ending was a little weird. There was like a spot. I don't know. There was a spot that happened. I wish I'd wrote it down.
I think I remember it exactly. So I know. So Trayvon kind of does like this, like jumps off from like he springboards and kind of does like an eclipse like move, and then Devon kind of recovers by doing that like Dean Ambrose thing where it goes in the ropes, comes back, gets a big boot on Trayvon, and then I think maybe Devon's like, okay, I'm gonna set up for the finisher, goes in to grab him, and then roll up, and then 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I didn't really care for how the match ended.
Okay.
Yeah. Mostly because you take a move like that, and it's like it should probably not be like a something that sell.
I guess.
That was for me. Like I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I would have had them sell that for sure, rather than just rebounding into the ropes.
Yeah, that's fair. I would say though I did like this match for several reasons. For one, I do like how he's presenting Trayvon Cole now, because I guess when he came in, he was kind of just like a typical, I'm a babyface high flyer. I do a bunch of springy moves, kind of like a Ricochet, but now he kind of has that little attitude to him where he's like, he's already turned heel based on that post match afterwards where I think he goes for a handshake and I just hits a move on him.
They do the handshake, and then when he pulls him in to do more of like a face-to-face, then he hits him.
Yeah, he does that. I'm liking that, and I know was at the beginning portion of the match was very technical wrestling. He's targeting Devon's like formerly injured knee. And it's fair to mention this is Devon's first match since losing the world title back in June at Road to Glory. So this was a big win for Trayvon, beating a former BCW world champion. So I expect big things from him after this.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he goes from here. I don't know if this was going to continue or not.
I think it's going to continue based on the roll-up finish and then the back and then the attack after.
If it did, like, fine. Like I like these two. I like seeing them go at it. So, Trayvon won with a roll-up. I did like the handshake. Like when he comes back, he's like, you know what? Shakes it, like extends the hand, and it's like, oh, okay, it's nice, but oh, you dick, like you. Justice does this thing where you don't like you see the swerve coming, but then you're just like, nah, it's not gonna happen.
Like,
and then as soon as
he gives you that false sense of security, like, oh, okay, we're all good here, and then bam, just gets you.
It was like Heaven Inc. It's like, no, they're not involved. No, not at all. Except we're 1000% run by Angel because look at our name. Like
it was so obvious,
but everybody,
no one saw it.
Yep, everybody believed.
Fall into it.
Yeah.
Damn.
But a good start to the show. Just for me, just a weird ending. Then we got Bloodline versus Hooligans. No, not the meme stable Bloodline.
Nor is it the SWGP Bloodline either.
Nope, we got the third one.
Yeah, that was my reaction seeing it. I was like, really, the Bloodline? We already got that name twice now. One unofficially, but still.
There was a pre-match attack by them, taking out the Hooligans. Yep. And then the match ended with a DQ, right?
Because I forget which one had the submission on Heat Stroke, but he counted up to 5 and then they got DQ'd.
Yeah.
I'd say it's the weakest match, but in terms of the story being told, I really liked what he did and where it's going forward.
Yeah, they're definitely going to meet again.
Possibly a ladder match? Because they used the ladder specifically to tack.
I think Justice's next pay-per-view is Ladder for Success.
Yeah.
So if he did do it there, that'd be
that's
all
all but guaranteed right there.
Yeah. So yeah, I would agree that it was the weakest match per se. I really like the Hooligans, so I like seeing them actually do things. So I was disappointed when they got attacked. But Heatstroke gave it a good, valiant effort.
And they didn't lose because he tapped. He lost because they didn't follow the rules. The Bloodline wasn't. They went by their own rules.
Exactly. So yeah. Next we got. So it was so this next match was cool because like it went from super confusing if you didn't know who it was to like who is this guy? Like this guy is like. So it was Sheosta, and he comes out and he wants a open challenge with anybody, not for any belt, just a match. And a guy named Cosmic came out. And for those of you who were unfamiliar, like myself, even though I've seen every episode of XYZ, Cosmic comes from XYZ. If you don't know,
9 years ago,
if you don't know what XYZ is, that is the home promotion of Victor X. I was also the final XYZ world champion.
Yeah, and the company went under after that.
Hey,
Cause and effect. I don't know.
we went out we went out on top. That's all.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's good.
Mhm.
But yeah, like a lot of people didn't know who he was, and it was like, okay, he kind of looks like a hardcore hate crew guy. Like the hair was very similar.
Mhm.
The hockey mask, different attire, but then as the match went on, it was like this guy.
This guy got his own thing going.
Yeah, this guy's fucking dope. Like he's
Mhm.
and he's fully signed now to BCW.
I remember when I saw him come out, I thought, oh, is this gonna be like Malice or Penance? Because I was like, they wear so many colors. It's like it could have been either one.
Hashtag any color.
Hashtag any color. But then it said Cosmic. I was like, oh, okay, random, but okay. And I think me, Brennan, and I know for sure me and Brennan were probably the only ones who knew him, and then you too. But like for most of the people in the chat, I was like, who's this guy? Who's this hardcore hicker wannabe guy? And then it's like, oh, this ain't just some wannabe. This guy has his own style. He's kicking ass, hanging with Sheosta, and it was a really good match.
Yeah, if for me, if it wasn't for the main event, this probably would have been my match of the night.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, for me anyway. There were a lot of good matches here, but this I think was my favorite that wasn't the main. So, and Cosmic, even though he lost, he got over in defeat. So
that's the best thing you can ask for from losing.
Yeah. So I don't know if what he's gonna be doing. Obviously, I don't know if like Sheosta is now gonna get another shot at something.
I think he's probably gonna continue his open challenge. I bet, because right now all the other titles seem pretty stacked at the moment. Because you have the BC Tag title feud between Bloodline Hooligans. You have the Heritage title is kind of filled up, along with the All-Star title, in which there was that number one contenders match to decide PJ's next challenger. I guess maybe Sheosta can maybe challenge for the world title, but I feel like we can hold off on that. Let's keep giving Sheosta some match of the night performances and just like really build up that anticipation and interest for Sheosta as a world title challenger.
Yeah, and he could be if he continues on this path, as you say. So yeah, I agree. Next we got Eddie Lee versus Jason Ramirez for the Heritage title.
Before we talk about it, we should mute ourselves and talk about the match like that.
Yeah. Yeah. For those if you didn't see it, there was a technical difficulty in there where the music didn't play over the match. It does take away from the match, I gotta say. Like it was a good match, but like it just watch it like highlights really like
it's like watching matches during the pandemic era, like in the Thunderdome when there's no fans. It's like that. There's like
no
a little
sound.
piece missing.
So it's like, how can you? Jesus Christ, I am just so tired today. I don't know why. It's not even that late. It's like 8:45 where I'm at. My God. But yeah, it like it's just very flat without the music. So it was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for the title change though.
Really?
Yeah.
And that it kind of happened like suddenly, or
yeah, I thought Eddie could have kept going.
Yeah, same here.
He had the great scramble match win. And I felt like Heaven Inc. is already really strong. You didn't need to add this other belt yet.
I guess I would argue that Heaven Inc. kind of needed it, because ever since SummerSlam they've kind of just been MIA. Like they didn't even show up at all at Overtaken. So this is like their first appearance. Like not even as their entire group, but just at least some members.
I thought Bass was Overtaken.
Oh yeah, I mean but like who remembers Arrow versus Bass? Like there were so many other matches on that
Bass.
card.
Such a weird name for a car.
But yeah,
Bass.
I tried watching it with just like the music for my Spotify, and it was still a pretty good match. But it is a shame that the music disappeared from that match.
Yeah.
But I would really like to see Eddie Lee move up from the Heritage title now that he's had so many bangers. I've already gone over his accomplishments in my videos, which you should go watch. But I think we could see like a rematch for the belt, and then maybe Eddie Lee will move on.
Do you see him as a potential like Rumble winner?
Honestly, now that I think about it, I could probably see him as a potential Money in the Bank holder with ladder of success coming soon.
Yeah, if he's in it.
Hmm.
We'll get to that.
Mhm.
But yeah, if there was music, this match would have felt a little bit better overall. But yeah, new Heritage champion Jason Ramirez. He won 2 belts this week.
Yeah. And he got points.
Yeah. He's on the top 25 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how his year continues, but he's starting strong. You'll love to see it. Then we got the triple threat.
The
Johnny,
Canadian triple threat.
yeah, the Canadian implosion match. Johnny versus Antho versus Alex Keynes. Some of this match was a little overdone.
Yeah,
some of the
I think the second they spilled out to the outside, did it really need to happen?
yeah, and there was a few edits that like didn't really work. Like I get what you were going for, you know, when you look at what ended up happening, but like just due to the animations of some of the moves that you strung together, that didn't really work. I wish I had examples, but I don't. All I know is like toward the end, it was just a lot of them were coming in. I like there was a choke slam on the steel stairs at one point.
Yeah, this match got pretty violent.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Mm-hmm.
That was brutal. This match also felt long to me.
I would agree.
It kept pushing, where like you could have had a couple of moments where you ended it. And I don't think many people expected Keynes winning.
Yeah,
either.
I'd say that was a huge pro for me because like in the end, I think even if it was long or if it got like a little overdone, I think the result was worthy of that. I think it all canceled each other out because, I mean, beating Antho and Johnny in the same match is already a big thing on its own. And I think a huge victory for Alex Keynes. I think it's probably the biggest win of his career so far. And then by winning this match, he gets to challenge PJ Skills for the All-Star title, and kind of a heel versus heel. But I don't know if I would describe Alex Keynes as a heel because he kind of betrayed Antho. But I did like the finish where he kind of did that RVD moment where it's like, oh, is he gonna do the 5-star frog splash on Austin or Angle? And then he chooses Austin, like how Keynes chose Antho. I thought that was really neat.
Yeah. This is a number one contenders match,
It
right?
was number one contenders. Winner gets to face PJ.
Face PJ.
Yeah, for the All-Star title.
Oh.
And I feel like by turning on Antho, he's kind of a bit of a baby face because Antho was a heel, full-blown heel going into this. And he was like the sidekick.
Or is it a different type of turn where Antho turned face?
That's a good question.
Because of Keynes kind of doing his own thing.
That's a good, I guess we'll just have to find out when Alex Keynes challenges PJ for the title.
I guess so. I'm assuming that's going to happen.
Ladder.
Yeah.
It could.
If PJ dropped the belts plural. Like there's
Mhm.
2 belts, 1 belt. If you drop the belt to Keynes, I'd be all
That'd
right
be
with
really-
that.
Yeah.
Like you've had PJ had the belt for a while now.
He had that
Um,
great feud with Victor X.
Yeah, and
over
he
the
kept
feud
it,
of title.
and he kept it through that whole thing.
hmm
So, you've given him a big win.
Mm.
This would be a good time to take that next step
Yeah.
and give him a belt.
Mhm.
Because it's not. I genuinely thought it was for the world title.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I thought it was going to be him and Alpha, but now that it's PJ, it's kind of like, okay, you could,
It's like the chances of success just went up.
yeah, you could definitely capitalize and get the belt and probably hold it, say, for a good portion of the season, maybe for the rest of it, depending on how you're booked.
For Alex Keynes?
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you were to
yeah,
win
yeah.
at Ladder Success, I don't know
Then
how many
hold it to me.
pay-per-views there would be in between, but I could see him holding it till then.
At the very least, like 3 to 4 in between Ladders of Success to Mania.
Yeah, so he could
That'd be pretty
he
good
could
too.
definitely hold it for that amount of time. I
Mhm.
think that'd be a good run. You could even retain there. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will. But even though it was even with all those little things, it was still a really good 3-way because I think the ending leaves you like, oh shit, like
Like,
wow.
okay.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Uh,
young stars have been getting the rub on this CPV.
Yeah.
Like, or just any of the stars in general. Like Trayvon got a big rub beating Dever, or Cosmic got really over just by fighting Sheosta, and then now Alex Keynes. And I think going into the next match, I'd say the winner definitely got a big rub from beating his opponent.
That's happening a lot around UCT as well. A lot of new guys and girls are getting chances to shine over people who have already like established themselves.
Yes.
So it's cool because you see just
There's
new
like,
matches.
yeah, like
New
there's
everything.
like progress in this
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, it's great. You love to see it because again, every show now starts to feel like their own
hmm
with who's on it. There's like some overlapping, of course, but like it seems like a lot of rosters now are like being like majority homegrowns,
hmm
and yeah, you like I like to see new people get new chance, new opportunities. So
I don't know if it's because we love this show so much that we like have not that much to say. Where it's like, when you talk about something you don't like, you can just go on and on and on. And then with something you
yeah,
like, you're just like, I liked it. And that's it.
I can't be mad at it, you know? Yeah. So, for shorter episodes, we like to show guys.
Mhm.
Longer episodes, oh dear.
Yeah.
You're gonna see the timestamp on it. You're just, shit.
Mhm.
Like fuck, dude. All right. And then we got the main event. Dave Alpha versus Justice Edge for the BCW title.
The hardest match to critique of them all.
Yeah, because there was so many good things about it. That I'm not a big Alpha Mask guy. Where you know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, a lot of if people will know that term. So Alpha Mask, I'm not a big fan of it because depending on there's a lot of things that can go wrong with it that just makes it look weird and like out of place. This match was like one of the best examples of when it's like used properly and in just the right amount of places to where you really like it.
Yeah.
Like one of the best spots of the whole match is like,
was it the barricade one?
Yeah, when they land on it and then they're both standing on it, and then I think one of them runs at the
Justice
other
runs at Dave.
and then it's just a power slam counter, but it's made to look, but then it's with the like body splash animation, like, but just the very end of it from the top rope to the, and it was cut perfectly to where it looked like the body slam hit through the table, and And I was like, damn, that's awesome. Like, that is an awesome spot. And like, there's like 2 other examples of it in this match where it was like, yes, this worked. Like, it was really, really good use of that tool. I'm bad at it, but
And I've never used it in my life.
I've tried and I don't really understand it, so I've never actually had it in a show. I think a lot of people, there was a pinfall attempt at the end. Justice hit cutting edge.
Yeah.
And like, I think I definitely did. I was like, there's
Like, that's it.
Justice is going over. 1, 2, kick out. And I was like, what? Like, no way. Oh, and a lot of people wanted to see Justice win. Like, if you look in the live chat, like, a lot of people were like, let's go, Justice. Come on.
I think what was it after that barricade spot? What was it? Alpha kind of does the one wing angel on the concrete, and then there's another in the ring, and I was like, "That's it, it's over."
Yeah, it would have to be
Mm-hmm.
like one winged angel, like just a regular one in the ring. If the time is right, you could definitely have somebody kick out of it. But if it's one on like exposed concrete,
that head.
Done.
Justice is known for breaking his neck, and now he just broke his skull in this match.
It's true. His whole like here, like, got to be like fully iced every day.
Man went all out for his hometown.
He did. Showed up in Paris. Try it, and I did actually think the belt was gonna move here.
Yeah. I'd also say it's because I think you were probably just about to say like Alpha's reign so far has been meh.
Yeah.
Like, I think so far he's had 2 defenses. He had one against Lightmare at SummerSlam that was 100% overshadowed by every other match. Like, I don't remember that match at all. Lightmare's kind of just a lackluster challenger. And then he fought Chris in the main event of Overtaken, which was a good match, but it wasn't like something. It wasn't that amazing.
I also think. Oh, go ahead. Make sure.
Oh, I had nothing else left.
I also thought at the Deadly Games tournament, I thought Lightmare shouldn't have won. Yeah. I thought it was the wrong call. I thought Lance Nichols was the right call to win.
Lance has not done that much.
He's so good though. Like,
he's just that good that he maybe he's saving, maybe Justice is saving him for like Ladder of Success or the Rumble.
I want him to do some cool things this year, because the centerpiece gimmick, like,
is fantastic.
Yeah, it took him from like a mid-carder to like upper mid to main event, or
he's like
potential.
Teetering on the line.
Yeah, like if Justice pulled the trigger on it and made him go up, I think a lot of people would respond positively to it, myself included. I would really like it. But yeah, and this match did receive 5 stars.
Under threat of death, no less.
Yeah, exactly. UCT is for your life. Yeah.
I should give out the stars right here.
Yeah. So yeah. I wish there was more to say other than just this was the best show of the week. Like, I cannot, like, please go watch this show. Like, see for yourself what we're talking about, because like a lot of work went into it, and
it paid off.
Yeah, really, really well done.
Definitely put on your own music during the Heritage title match.
Yes, that will definitely make that match better for you. So, all right. So, with our agreement with most of UCT federations, we continue to receive insider knowledge from a lot of federations, and Justice is one of them. So here we go. Here we go. So the next event is Ladder of Success. Next pay-per-view, I should say. We will get one, or at least one. There might be two, but this next BCW Live is pretty much the Ladder of Success qualifying match show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
so-
I was wondering if he was just gonna announce participants.
Nope.
But I
There's
like
going to
that.
be there's going to be 6 matches.
Mhm.
2 of them are going to be announced on the actual show itself.
Okay.
So don't know any of the competitors there. The other 4
I'm
are
excited. Let's go. I'm ready.
AJ Black versus Blade,
Okay.
Ron versus Cosmic, Lance Nichols
There we
versus Bass.
Oh, okay. Who's winning that match? There we go.
And Brendan versus a surprise opponent.
Ooh.
Could be a debut, could be a return of some kind. I don't know.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm excited. I think from those matches we can tell that for sure the centerpiece. I think he's going to Ladders of Success. If not, losing to Bass would be funny, but I'd say the wrong call.
yeah, I would say him. Based on how he did, I could see Cosmic getting the nod. Sorry, Ron.
Yeah. Losing to another guy with that mask.
Yeah. Ron
That
forever
was probably
feuding.
on purpose.
Probably.
No justice.
Probably. AJ versus Blade. Seeing as he and Joe Garcia just split up, I could see AJ getting in this match. Kind of like pushing him forward. Brendan versus a surprise opponent.
I feel like Brendan isn't winning.
It depends
depending on who it is.
Yeah, it depends. If it's a brand new guy, like a new signing to the show, I could see them potentially winning because that would be a big like debut win. Not only because they wouldn't win Ladder of Success, I don't think. I think they would just be another like nicer, like a bigger name in there. Brendan would make a good choice for Ladder of Success, but it just depends on where he's gonna go with that. And then the speculation of who the other 4 are who are gonna try to get in there. I could see guys like Eddie Lee just got freed up because he's not a champion anymore. Victor could possibly be in there.
I would love
maybe
to see Peter Reed in there.
Yep, he could be there. Maybe a guy like Cage.
I think it's Kage. That's what it said.
Oh, really? I've always done Cage.
I remember. I think I said it somewhere. Maybe my video or his video, and he was like, "Finally, someone said it right."
Okay. Well, thank God. I think I'm getting corrected now. But I could see him in there.
Yeah. There's so much potential because he's diversified his roster like really well that like any combination would be really cool.
Yeah. So we'll see who ultimately gets put in that position. I don't know when that show's going to go up, and we're not doing predictions for that. So next time we talk about BCW is going to be Ladder of Success predictions. So that'll be fun. So yeah, that was BCW Trouble in Paris, the best show of the return week. I'll say it as many times as I want because it was. If you like the video, comment, subscribe. As always, follow us on Twitter, UCT Extra. Follow all other UCT federations. And we hope you enjoyed the return week, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.